On today's video, I will be sharing with you my June favorites in addition to updates on products that I had been trying during the month of June. Just give you a little bit of an update. I'm mentioning them if I think that they are worth to be mentioned on a favorites video. But I'm so excited for today's video because it's going up on time. I say on time because my main favorites, which I think I titled it, or even my thumbnail, it said current favorites. Simply because May was such a busy month, and in fact, the beginning of June was a busy month for me too. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's switch it up a little because in the past I had been started first with fragrances or jewelry or ready to wear, etc. So start with these babies. These are the new YSL eyeshadow palettes, eyeshadow quads, I should say. These are extraordinary. They have an incredible, not one formula, but actually various formulas which within each of the eyeshadow palette. They have an ultra creamy matte formulation that is spectacular, fantastic. Then they have these beautiful kind of wet finish metallic kind of shades, which in fact I'm using one of the shadows today. The one that I'm using, yeah, is 400 Babylon Roses, and I decided to just use these two shades. That's all what I'm using on my eyelids. Something super simple, easy to achieve, nothing, not too much fuss. They are super blendable. The mattes are non-patchy. This is another one of my favorites, is 300. I think it's called Casba Spices. But anyhow, I do have videos of all the products that I will be talking about today, like reviews, details, etc. But these eyeshadows are, incredible. This one is called Medina Glow. And then the last one here, this one is called Store Dolls and is the one in 100. Look at these shades. Aren't these amazing? I mean, these are wet eyeshadows, stupendous, and 100% recommended for their blendability, the ease of use, how they don't not emphasize your fine lines. And to me, this formulation, it is the formula that I wish in a way that the Chanel tweets were, in a way, because I really love, out of the four quads, I love Brume Rose and then Tweed Couvre. Those two were fantastic and phenomenal, worked for me just fine. But there were the two other ones that were like a little bit like, they're good, but they are not like, oh my gosh, you need to also go and get them. To me, Bruna Rose and Tweed Couvre, they were top of the line. But these ones from YSL are spectacular, fantastic. I know, I don't know if when I'm uploading this video, most likely this will be available also in US. I will be leaving all the links and details where to find each of the products on the description box below too. And thank you so much if you decide to shop through my links. But anyhow, if they are not, I know a lot of people said, well, they are, in the retailer that they are available right now, or the ex-retailers, they have a higher fee for shipping. To me, they are worth it. I know I'm not telling you to go and spend more money, obviously not, but to me are just so worth it. Let's move on to the second eyeshadow palette that I want to talk about. And my friends, that this was gonna be here. I also included it on my main favorites because I couldn't resist it. It is by Tom Ford. This is Tropical Dusk. Is a stunning eyeshadow palette. Also, this is that wet formulation that we found on the Meta Last eyeshadow palette. But the color story too is something that I adore because it has a little bit of this pinky tone in here, then a taupe, then this neutral kind of matte shade. The whole thing just creates a beautiful everyday look. And this palette, although part of the summer collection, I feel that it's a palette that you can wear every single day throughout the entire year, because this will give you the most sophisticated look for everyday wear that is so easy to achieve. Great formulas. Now, if you want me to compare YSL to Tom Ford formula, they are very different. I highly suggest you to go and check my review on the YSL palettes and these ones too. But the YSL, they are, if anything, perhaps alike to the creme formula from Tom Ford, a little bit combined with something that we will see perhaps from Natasha Denona, but in a more user-friendly way, giving you again sophisticated, elegant kind of looks. Yeah, very, very different and very unique, the ones from YSL. And the ones from Tom Ford on these specific eyeshadow palettes, both of them are beautiful, but this is the one that I have been using the most. The thing that I like it is that they have upgraded the formulation here because the blendability of the matte eyeshadows remind me a lot to what it was in the past, Coco Mirage. In terms of that blendability, you have that formula from Metalas. This shade, which is a satin shade, it performs so beautiful, so nice and soft. I mean, they are just amazing, and you will not go wrong with any of these eyeshadows. So you just pick and choose whatever is your favorite color story, and there you have it. The Natasha Denona Yucca palette. So I tried it, and yes, I used it a couple times, and honestly, I'm just so impressed and mesmerized by this eyeshadow palette. The blendability, the unique of shades. You have a lot of green here and orangey tones too, but you have a little bit of neutrality that these shimmer shades are incredible. They are just so, I mean, like, look the difference. And that's, if you're more into something a little bit more strong, then go with Natasha Denona. If you're someone that likes your makeup to be just a little bit more subdued, but yet to have that sophisticated, like, there's something going on, a veil of luminosity, then go with YSL or Tom Ford. But yeah, this eyeshadow palette performs beautifully. Super impressed about this shade. Usually this type of limey kind of green kind of shades, they can be super patchy, hard to work with, and this is all the opposite. The case of this is just completely opposite. The look that I love to get on this eyeshadow palette is using these four shades because it gives me a very beautiful, gorgeous summery look that is just fantastic. So anyhow, this is an update. Loving this palette too. An excellent palette from Natasha Denona. I will say some of her very best eyeshadow palettes. Another palette that I feel that is an iconic palette for ABH is the new Cosmos palette. This palette is very, in a way, colorful without being colorful, like there's no a rainbow right here per se, but it just takes you to this mesmerizing cosmos. I think it's such a well curated palette that you can get from everyday looks to looks that you can just create that oomph effect to go for a date night, and then all the way to looks that are more like just intense and smoky and elegant. I did a video creating 4 looks, and this palette performs just fantastic. So if you want shades that are just a little bit more like intense, like I said, just have something a little bit different, but also not so green, and just having, a variety of the pinks, of this beautiful gold peachy tone, a little bit of this kind of like this aquamarine ring right here, then this palette will be for you. Yeah, this is something different, something fun yet wearable. Another palette that I love, and honestly I cannot find it. I know that it's buried on one of my little boxes, but I cannot find it. Is the one by Pat McGrath. Is Passion Fleur, I think it is, from her latest collection. What a stunning palette. It has a beautiful pink shade with the most mesmerizing magenta kind of tone. Really great performance. The only thing though that I will have to say is, unfortunately there's no astral shades, and I think for the price I will highly suggest you to wait for, I mean, I know it's limited edition, so if you want to get it now, get it now. But if you want to just wait for, one of the sales from Pat McGrath, go ahead and wait for it, because that's the only thing, again, that it doesn't have those astral shades, but it has also a shade that looks kind of duochromy, at the same time wet, and the eyeshadow palette performs really well. And talking about little eyeshadow palettes, Dior, they did an amazing job at reformulating their eyeshadow palettes. Yes, Dior is in a big kick to reformulating a lot of different products, like OG products, some of them the eyeshadow palettes. I actually created a video just just reviewing all the new quote unquote products from Dior that they have been reformulated. And one of them was this baby soft cashmere, and OG. I also have the older version, and I have to say that the formula is fantastic. I think this one, I don't want to say that it's superior than the other one, but it's up to par. There's nothing that I'm like, oh no, this didn't work. There is a slight difference on the shade, but to me, it works great. I love the other one, soft cashmere, but this one, I feel I like it a little bit more because this shade in particular, it has a little bit of a rosy undertone, and it just complements my skin tone a little bit better than the previous version. Although both of them are beautiful, both of them, I mean, like the previous one, although both of them are beautiful, and although the previous one has been in many favorites of mine because it is a favorite, but yeah, this is a great eyeshadow palette too. Let's just touch base about my jewelry. I have been going back to my Monica Vinader jewelry. I have these pearl hoop earrings. You can take off the hoops and just wear it as, just regular hoops. You can use the pendants, these pearls, to just use it again as a pendant on a necklace, or even I love this bracelet. It's also from Monica Vinader. It's kind of like a clip bracelet, and basically each of them you can open up and you put any charms that you want to. So if you want to just put a pearl on one of these clips, you can do so. Also, I mean, like, this is my Hermes bracelet that I love. It is super wearable. It always looks good and classy, and I like to wear it with, I like this shade in particular because I can wear it with different kind of tones of blouses, like say with black, with white. I mean, it goes well because it's a neutral color. It goes really well. But yeah, another thing, it was like I was trying to tell you about the aquamarine, but this is from the brand Dean Davidson, and like usual, I love it. I have been going back to this baby, my Monica Vinader ring. They just look so fine together. The gold shades, they don't collide. They look really well together. And then on this side, I have been wearing my more dainty kind of bracelets from my Gilas. This is my pearl bracelet that you see me using all the time. And then these are a set of bracelets by Idol. So they are diamonds, and they're just so beautiful. They sparkle all the time, and I think they're just super pretty and kind of like well balanced. If I have a lot of like a little bit thicker kind of bracelets on this side, I like to have something a little bit more dainty on this side. I mean, I can mix and match really well. And then this blouse is the same blouse as my black one that appear on my main favorites. But yeah, I went ahead and bought every single color of these, and I love because the fabric is so nice. It's silk-like, but it's a little bit thicker, but it's super soft, breathable too. It has a really nice cut, but it's not too low. It looks perfect with anything. Like you can put a blazer on, like dress it up, dress it down, and it looks just perfection, and it's not translucent, which I really love. Fragrances. So this baby right here is by Dolce & Gabbana. It's the light blue summer vibes. And yes, it is another flanker of light blue. And this is going to be the fragrance of the day because let me tell you, friends, this is gorgeous. And it does have obviously the similarity, the DNA of the OG light blue, but there is a difference. I have the original light blue. I do have the intense version too. And I do have another couple of flankers, to be honest with you. This one attracted me so much because the Majolica, it just looks so Italian, and I just love it. In fact, I had been eyeing some pieces from this collection because I think I want to get a few things. But anyhow, going back to this, I think there is the biggest difference right here, that if you're familiar with light blue, the original, yes, you will smell light blue, but it's not as tart. And that comes because it has peach as a middle note, which brings not a sweetness to it, but I think kind of like a velvety kind of finish to it. So you have that bergamot on the top, then peach, then cedarwood. Yeah, this is not as tart as the original, and I think perhaps this is one of the best flankers from Light Blue and one that I'm enjoying a lot. But then during this summertime, I like to also have a little bit of like those fruity scents, but in an elegant way. And this baby is God of Fire by Stefan Humbert Lucas. It's just incredible. Let me just spray some because. Mm, if you like the DNA of, say, Baccarat Rouge 540, this is not like Baccarat Rouge 540. This has mango in it, it has lemon, it has ginger, berries. Honestly, it doesn't smell truly like mango. To me, it smells like a fruity punch of mango with passion fruit, and it perhaps has to do that it has the lemon in it. It does have jasmine. It is a stunning fragrance that you will get so many compliments with. And when I said that it's fruity, it's not your, like fruity from, like 15-year-old fruity. No, this is very sophisticated, beautiful. It does have an incredible sillage, longevity. Oh my gosh. It is just fantastic. And the uniqueness of the fragrance is something spectacular. So highly, highly, highly recommend that. And then, my friends, one that can never fail me. It is my signature scent. I have said it for many years during the summertime is Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. If you want to feel like a golden goddess in a yacht, oh my gosh, let's just spray it. Why not? Oh my gosh. This is so good. It's so different too because you have pistachio as a top note, then bergamot and cardamom too, which is a very unique note in fragrances that I absolutely love. Then you have tuberose, ylang ylang that give that tropical vibe. And this is not your typical sunscreen kind of scent fragrance. No, this is, the girl, the lady in the yacht. I had been on a kick with white nails. Last month, I was going all strong with this one by Chanel. But then I discovered this one by Dior. It's from their summer 2020 collection called Jasmine, the purest white you can find. I mean, this will be incredible for French tip or like all over the nails. The difference, I think you can see the difference. This one has a hint of not green, not yellow, but it's not a pure white, the one from Chanel. And I love it too, but this is incredible. And I know Dior is reformulating their nail polishes, which is like, why you're doing that? I'm sure they are doing it for the best, not for the worst. But if you want to get your hands on jasmine, do so. I mean, this white is the purest white and it looks incredible. And it is so long lasting, like over 2 weeks without having to even retouch. In terms of foundation, not much have changed from my main favorites. Still loving this one by Chanel, but one that I try is the new reformulated Dior Backstage foundation that I'm going to be sincere with you. It was never like my OG or my favorite. It was an okay foundation, and usually I tend to gravitate towards it anytime that it was summertime. Really, really like if I was gonna be in intense heat, then I would wear it because the previous version it was more matte. This one, the newer one, it has more emollient ingredients that give you the most gorgeous natural finish to your skin, long lasting, long wearing, non patching, no creasing, not emphasizing nothing. If anything, I will say though that yet I will still like to wear with this foundation a primer like the Tom Ford primer, something that it will blur my enlarged pores because this foundation doesn't emphasize the enlarged pores, but it doesn't also give any favors. So it's kind of like a very neutral kind of foundation. So definitely I wanted to give you an update because I had been, like using it since the time that I used it the first time just to really see like how I was liking it. And so far I'm enjoying it. In terms of bronzers, oh my gosh, these new bronzers from Jones Road, oh my gosh, these are phenomenal. If you like the Chantecaille gel bronzer, these are like those. so good. They blend with easy. They come in different shades. They last all day long. And yeah, they don't emphasize nothing and they are not greasy. So Jones Road, I'm discovering the brand and I'm so happy to tell you that these liquid bronzers are incredible, and I'm sure that you can, I mean, they are a gel bronzer. I'm sure that you can even like the lighter shade, mix it in with your foundation if you need to warm up your foundation. But so good. And on that kind of same, not same formulation but idea, the new Westman Atelier liquid super loaded highlighters, hybrid of a primer. These are so good too. I'm actually using it today, mixing with my foundation with this Dior one. Incredible. So I have getting these three shades, and perhaps you have already watched my review video. They remind me a lot to the Victoria Beckham Beauty Primer, that it just gives a slight kind of sheen to the skin, but that is not too much. It's nothing like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. You know what I'm referring to. It's nothing like that. Those are more metallic-y. These ones are like if you have liquefied the super loaded tinted highlighters from Westman Atelier, and then you get these ones with just a little bit of something that brings a little bit more sheer effect. They are not as I shouldn't say that the other ones are pigmented, but you will see more pigment on the other ones. Do you need all the shades? Obviously not, but I'm very surprised because Paul de Soleil works amazing as a bronzer, and in fact I went ahead and used this baby right here, and then a little bit more above I took the Pot de Soleil and just drag it in this side and in this area right here, and it worked fantastic. Now Pot de Pêche, it's an exquisite highlighter. It has this nudie undertone. I'm just gonna tap a little so I can show you, but it's just so natural. And you know what? It does have a lot of emollients. It does have even vitamin C in it, but it's not breaking the foundation, the makeup underneath. It's not greasy. It does have as first ingredient squalane, but it's not like the actual foundation, the liquid foundation. This one just, I don't know, it just has a something that is doesn't weigh down anything that you have on you, and it doesn't make you look like a greasy ball mess. And then to mix in with my foundation, I really like the Pot de Rose. I know I'm hooked with all of the three shades. I see that there's so many different variations how to wear it. Now the only thing is, to me, although yes, you can put it on as, you know, like a solo kind of thing without using any makeup, to me doesn't give me anything so spectacular when I'm wearing it alone, that I will go for that. Definitely I will use them more as to mix it in with a foundation or over top, you know, to highlight the highest points of my face. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As a solo thing, I much rather go with that Chantecaille rose face tint, or the other one that I don't remember the name. I have it I have it here right now, is the one that is the bronzy one. Those to me, they give a better effect not only on how it sets on your skin, but also how it kind of color corrects. The ones from Westman Atelier, they claim that there is a little bit of color correction. To me, yeah, not really. And then I have to mention these amazing brush by Sonia G. It's her sheer buffer. It's a stippling brush. If you like to do the underpainting technique, if you use a lot of cream gel products, this is a must have. The stippling bristles are so soft and they bend in such a way that they don't spread towards the outer side, and then the buffer itself is not way too dense, so there's some giving and flexibility that makes application of liquid products and gel products, cream products in general, incredible. Honestly, from the month of May, I have been enjoying so much my Gucci blushes, but I'm very impressed about these Dior blushes. Again, another reformulation. The shade that I'm in love and that I cannot stop using, it's Mixa Shimmer. It doesn't have any shimmer, and believe me, it is the perfect pinky blush. It's a beautiful pink blush that it just resembles the petal of a rose or a petal of a pink peony. It's just so beautiful, magical. It does have a gorgeous finish. And again, they blend amazingly well, non-patchy, beautiful, and so long-lasting. I mean, these are one of the most long-lasting blushes that I have on my collection, period. You may be wondering, hey, Jacqueline, you try also the Makeup by Mario blushes, the one that they are cream ones. I like them. They do have a lot of pigmentation, but I think they are just too creamy, just too creamy. Not oily, but in a way balmy. And so I was enjoying them at first a lot, and then right now I'm like, okay, I think it has to do a lot because it's summertime and the days are not perfect, you know. So perhaps I will enjoy them even more as we approach fall and winter. And then the Pat McGrath blushes, the ones on the stick, the cream ones, no, they are just too sheer. They don't do too much. They are okay, but they are not the best of the best. Let's leave it at that. Another brush that I want to mention is this Dior brush number 11. I don't usually go for these paddle kind of brushes to spread my foundation, but oh, if I have been enjoying this one. This is a good one. It doesn't leave any streaks. It blends your foundation beautifully, so soft, and you can sheer it out so amazingly well. So these two brushes for liquid products, foundations, etc. Highly, 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 highly recommend them. And you know what? At the beginning of June, I neglected to use this Gucci Illuminator de Beauté. This is fantastic. If you like, again, something very sheer, this is an amazing primer that it can mix so well with foundations. This has more pigmentations than the ones from Westman Atelier, but less than Charlotte Tilbury, and it makes your foundation look incredible, and it doesn't break down your foundation too. So Gucci did an incredible job with this, and it's super, super hydrating. You can feel the hydration when applying it on your face. This Lip Sugar Scrub by Dior, it is a lifesaver. Honestly, this has to go in every lady's bag. You have to have it because whenever you feel that, too much sun, your lips are getting dry, this is a lip scrub with a balm, with a treatment, everything in one. You apply it, all of a sudden, everything goes away from your lips and they are like ready for matte lipstick, any lipstick that you want. It's incredible and you must get it. If you haven't get it yet, I mean, I have used it for years, but I don't know. Lately, I have been having a lot of chapped lips, and this has helped me so much. And this is a great exfoliator, again, from Dior. In terms of lipsticks, BK Beauty just launched new shades of their Luxe lipsticks, and this shade in particular, which is, let me tell you, Grace. Is it Grace? Yeah, Grace is amazing. If you want the perfect nude lip with just a subtle pink in it, like tiny, but overall, in general, very neutral, go with this one. You're not gonna be disappointed. Ultra creamy, ultra like moisturizing, but it doesn't go all over. It doesn't go, like out of the lines. Nothing of that. It is impeccable. If you're more into matte finishes, give a try to these incredible lipsticks by Charlotte Tilbury. These are her airbrush blur liquid lipstick, something like that. They are super moussey, extra pigmentation, extremely moisturizing, super, super comfortable and long wearing and transfer proof, something that they don't claim, but it happens. Actually, I was using the red one time. I mean, the first time I was using the red one and I went through an entire meal. I was drinking water, but the lipstick was still there. Shades that I love is Flame, and then also Rose, and the other one, where are you, baby? The other one that I love too is Pillow Talk. These ones are my favorite shades. There's a nude one, but they are very, very warm tone. These ones are more like these two, perhaps your lips but better. This one a little bit lighter. This one with a little bit of a rosy shade. And this one is very different. Flame. And then also Ruby, the red one, is gorgeous too. And then for extra shiny, gorgeous lips that they look so wet, Hourglass just came out with new shades of their Phantom lipsticks. These are, my friends, one of my favorite lipsticks, and the shade that I have been going for a lot is, I think it's called Rise 100. I will be leaving it on the description box below for sure. But this is gorgeous. This is such a beautiful shade. This will not make it justice. If you like something along the lines to Boy, you're gonna love this shade. Boy by Chanel. Boy by Chanel. Talking about Chanel, this is the lip gloss that I have on today. Also stunning is Rose Naive. It's a lip gloss by Chanel. Something that I have been using a lot is the perfect rosy tone. I love the doe foot applicator. This is the type of doe foot applicator I wish Dior would have brought on their lip maximizers. A little bit thicker, not as thick as the ones from the lip oils, but something like this, because you see how juicy the lips look. And friends, I need to rush because I can see the moon right now. I mean, we're already, I think sun is gone or almost gone. Yeah, so anyhow, friends, and then this lip oil by Naked Sunday. They have it in different shades. I didn't notice this is a shade caramel. They have also a clear one, but if you want an excellent lip oil that it has SPF in it, protect your lips because your lips also suffer from the sun, then look no farther. This lip oil is beautiful and leave your lips looking not only gorgeous, glossy, and juicy, but also hydrated. Plus, it protects you from the sun. If it wasn't by this, I wouldn't have my hair so straight. The AirStrait by Dyson, it is the best tool that has come out this year. I mean, this one, I cannot say that it outbeats the Dyson Airwrap because the Dyson Airwrap can give you so many different looks. But if you had been looking into having your hair like straight from wet to this with less heat damage and without the tension of a hair straightener, look no farther. I know it's an investment, but worth 100%. For skincare, I have been trying a couple products by Tatcha. Honestly, I cannot say, hey, I see difference between these and that because with everything that has to do with skincare, you have to really be consistent and use it for a prolonged amount of time to see differences. But this one is the Tatcha, the Silk Serum. It is Tatcha's version of a retinol. So I prefer to use it at night. It's very soft on my skin. It's non-drying. I have used different type of retinol. Some of them are more drying than other ones. And my skin is pretty much acclimated to them, but this one is just very gentle and something that I will recommend if you have ultra sensitive skin. It would just be so soft on your skin and it absorbs right away. For the first time, I have tried the Tatcha the Silk Cream. You know, my friends, I have used the water cream, the dewy cream, the new indigo serum cream. They're all fantastic. This one is targeted in particular for those with aging skin, and you can tell the amount of moisture that you receive from this is super hydrating. It's like a water of glass for your skin and it's not heavy. So this is to me ideal for right now, summertime, morning time. 100% recommend the Silk Cream by Tatcha. Okay, my friends, and these were my beauty favorites for the month of June. I would love to hear from you. Which are those products that you have been rocking during the month of June? Those that you have been enjoying so much, that they are fabulous, that you will recommend? Which ones of the ones that I have showed today you have tried and you're like, oh yes, the thumbs up, love them, or you know what, this is not working for me. I think all of it is healthy conversation in our beauty community. Go ahead, leave your comment on the section down below while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.